Most people think the secret to fat loss is cardio. Run more, move more, burn more, sweat more, and then you get lean. Right? Wrong. And that's exactly why grinding on the treadmill for months is never going to get you the look that you want. As an online fitness coach, I've helped hundreds break the cardio trap. And when they finally understood what I'm about to share to you, everything changed. Let me explain why cardio is never going to get you lean and what you need to do instead. You've probably tried to lose fat by adding more cardio, but every single time you end up tired, starving, and then eventually quitting. And there's two simple reasons for why that happens. Reason number one is cardio simply burns less calories than you think. And here's the math. That jogging only burns around 300 calories, but that half of a muffin is also 300 calories. And that hour on the Stairmaster is 500 to 600 calories if you're lucky. And 2 slices of pizza is also 500 to 600 calories. When I first started my fitness journey, it was because I gained 20 pounds. And I thought the only way to get lean, shredded, to get abs was to just do a ton of cardio, a ton of jogging, and a ton of running. I was running miles every day. I was overworking my body to exhaustion and thought this was the only way. But the scale barely moved. It barely moved. I would drink a 400 calorie Starbucks drink right after and nothing would happen. Eventually, I lost the weight because I started starving myself. The point is that the foods that you eat and the calories you consume honestly have a way bigger impact than cardio. And reason number 2 is your body adapts and hunger is always going to win. The more cardio you do, the more efficient your body gets, simply put. You burn less calories with the same amount of effort, plus cardio spikes your hunger. It makes it shoot through the roof. So when you do an intense cardio session, you're just gonna wanna eat afterwards, and that can make you eat more calories than you burn during the exercise. And I've seen this with so many clients. They do cardio or they exercise 6 times a week, and they're wondering why the fat's not coming off. And then we actually get them to exercise less and look at their approach as a whole. We tweak little things, and then they're able to lose fat effortlessly because they're following a plan that actually makes sense, that works. Plus, endless cardio, even if it does burn a ton of calories, it's never gonna get you that lean look that you're looking for. It could get you skinny fat or maybe skinny, but you're never gonna get that toned, lean look. Another thing is that cardio only burns calories while you're moving. You don't get the after effect that lifting gives you. Your body keeps burning calories hours after you're lifting to repair the damaged muscle tissue, and also the muscle tissue will burn more calories when you're not doing anything. With all that being said, you should still incorporate some cardio while you're losing fat, but here are 3 things that you should do instead of obsessing over it while trying to get lean. Step number 1 is that you absolutely need to prioritize resistance training. Muscle is metabolically active, like I said before, meaning it burns calories doing absolutely nothing. Think about it like an engine. The bigger the engine, the more it's going to burn, even when you're at rest and you're doing nothing. So build more muscle and burn more just doing nothing. Step number 2 is that you need to use cardio as a tool, not the foundation. Cardio is not useless. It's honestly very beneficial and it's very healthy for you to do. But like I said, it should be used as a tool. You can do 20 to 40 minute workouts, burn a lot of calories in a short amount of time. But like I said, you gotta be aware that's gonna make you hungry afterwards. So you have to be able to use it as a tool properly so you can actually hit your goals. Instead of putting such an emphasis on intensity training, you should actually focus on low intensity, steady state cardio. Cardio that doesn't require a lot of intensity, because the more intense is the more it's gonna jack up your appetite and the harder it is to recover from. And it's already hard to recover when you're trying to get lean. It's going to make you burn out if you try to go extremely intense while you're trying to cut body fat. So what I recommend is have a step goal every single day that you try to hit, and then maybe add in, maybe a few higher intensity sessions if you want to. But it's definitely not required. Step 3, dial in your nutrition first. You can't outrun a bad diet. It's just not possible. You could have a Big Mac meal for 1,500 calories, but instead you can make a Big Mac burger bowl at home for under 500 calories, and that's 2 hours of extremely intense cardio. So what I recommend doing is looking at the other content on my page, go high protein, make smart swaps, and higher food volume, and then fat loss is gonna be so much easier. Plus, that will actually get you to the lean look that you're looking for while feeling full and satisfied. Here's the thing, cardio alone is just gonna make you frustrated on your fat loss journey. The real formula is nutrition first, strength training second, and then cardio last. Cardio should just be that tool, that extra boost to burn a little extra calories. Imagine eating full meals and strength training while watching the scale drop. And that's exactly what you need to do if you want to stay consistent and actually get that lean or toned look. So cardio alone is not going to get you lean, but strength training, dialing in nutrition, and then using cardio as the cherry on top as part of a proper plan, like the ones that I give my clients, and you can apply below in the link in the description, and I'll reach back out if you're a good fit. That's how you actually get lean.